really over camp.
Yeah.
Camp is so
like forced camp is the worst.
Forced camp is the worst.
Camp,
but that's
camp,
just not camp.
Things that are camp, like, we're never even aware that they were camp. You know,
right.
that's why they're camp. Is like,
like
David Bowie is camp. You know, like fucking like something. You know,
we just have this like. I
like
can't even tell.
Campiness is like,
forced campiness plus like a almost like snide appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the thing I hate the most, and I've been hearing so much shit about like you know, I know that like the White Lotus has been drawing your ire, but the thing that's been drawing my ire is like all this talk about the Glass Onion.
Glass Onion is really not that good.
I can't. Well, I can't this is my experience. Like this is my thing. I can't get away from lately, and it's like, and I'm like, don't give a fuck at all. And it's like, but everyone's like, oh, remember when they like referenced like, you know, hitting the fucking Nene on like January 6th or something like that, or like it's like isn't it like chock full of like very like specific like references the past 2 years?
There's a lot of COVID references. For
oh
sure.
my fucking god! I cannot. We cannot be like nothing that exists now can like reference now and have it be any sort of like powerful or impactful at all.
Yeah, you can't make.
It really cannot, because like the world is so fucked and like absurd at this moment.
No, but you can never make art that's like very specific about like what's happening right now.
I still cringe when I see a show talk about like Uber, and Uber's been around for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
It's just so fatty.
But like in like the '60s, there was tons of songs about like the Vietnam War, but that like those were like good. You know,
well, probably
in
like retrospect,
a lot of the stuff probably didn't last.
We're not listening to a bunch of the crap that was coming out.
Suck it to me.
Suck it to me.
But like that time, that was seen as like kind of radical in a way. But now it's like you cannot like there is no media today that can like reference anything contemporaneous specifically without it just coming across as just so fucking corny and hackneyed and just like. But the people who eat it up are just like, you know, I don't know, like who we're talking about. It's just like they're
the specific problem
fascists.
with Glass Onion, which is not a bad movie at all. In fact, it's good. It's definitely not great, but it's good. Is Ben Shapiro like very publicly criticized it, and as soon as it happened, I was like, everyone's gonna pretend that this movie is way better than it was,
and like is important, you know. And it's like, and no, it's not. It's just
not.
It's like Ryan Johnson is like just a competent filmmaker.
It was also
who likes mystery stories and doesn't write them that well.
There's a character in it that's just like explicitly just making fun of like Silicon Valley. There's a little like
I hate that shit.
Reference to the Theranos lady.
No, that's great.
Like he recreates one of her photos. And so anyways. It was
not
like
creative at all.
It was like about a lot of but then it came out around the time that all this Elon Musk Twitter stuff is happening. So everybody's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe like he's making a movie making fun of Elon Musk."
Oh yeah, I remember seeing
it's
that.
Like no, it's not about Elon Musk at all.
Ryan Johnson is making.
I mean, it is.
It is.
It's about him and a bunch of other stuff. Like
Zuckerberg.
It's only more clear right now that Elon Musk is. Like a fucking idiot.
That guy, you know?
He is the CEO of a company that is an idiot, and you know all his ideas are like, I don't know, maybe they're crazy, but maybe he's a genius.
Yeah, but that's like that describes half of this.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
I can't. I
don't know. I have to like Glass Onion because I was forced to watch Bullet Train, which is just a worse Knives Out. And it sucks, and I hate that movie so much. And then, a couple days later, I got to watch Glass Onion, so it's held in high regard for me.
Yeah, I suppose. Again, not a bad movie.
Yeah. No, there's worse movies, but like, yeah, everyone's always like, oh, when they made the frickin', I don't know, reference to Steven Universe in Glass Onion, I heckin' LOL'd.
All right, then we got to do it. What's our mystery movie?
Rank the Steven Universe episodes. The one where he learns to share. Is it a baby show or is it like a? I feel like Steven Universe and like The Last Airbender share like a really close.
Oh yeah, it's the same audience, just different ages.
Is it like? Is it like 4 babies? I really know nothing about Steven Universe other than Tumblr girls like it.
4 babies? There's babies in that show, right? Talking honeys. I'm talking dolls.
Well, like, what if... Imagine if... let's say... The Sopranos had, for the first season, there was like 3 episodes about the mafia, and the rest of the episodes were AJ learning to share. Meadow having a rivalry to go to the prom with a boy versus another girl, and like each of those episodes also has a single scene that is about like Tony's like mafia life, and it like dovetails a little bit with the main story of that episode. So you have to watch the episode where AJ, learns that he can't stay up and eat cake every night.
Yeah,
because there's also the scene of
so it is for babies.
Tony going to see Dr. Malfi. And then as the seasons go on, there's less and less of the, AJ and Meadow sharing episodes.
I see.
It's much darker and more violent and bleak.
It's the best and darkest of the Steven Universe.
But the whole time, the whole time it looks like a fixed camera sitcom. The entire time. It's alright. It's pretty alright.
Oh, my fake laugh turned real.
When I fake laugh, that's the real me.
I did it again. Stop doing that. Interesting.
Like a squillion
That's
laugh.
very interesting.
Yeah. It is very interesting.
Except Avatar's
we should have a podcast.
Except Avatar's a good show. Except there are a lot of filler episodes where Aang learns to share. But at the end it gets really fucked up and dark.
Oh yeah, it's like for adults. It's like they put a lot of stuff in there for adults that the kids don't notice.
Like you're talking like you've never watched Avatar, and I know you have, right?
I watched here and there.
Oh, okay.
I watched it when it was on TV.
I've never watched it. I know what I'm gonna think. And it's like I could watch all 40 episodes.
You know how I feel about anime styled shows, and I love it. So
Yeah,
which means it's not very similar to anime at all, but it's adjacent.
Western animation.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I like anything with magic in it. I like magic shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were just talking about this how. We've talked extensively how Colin is I'm doing a Skyrim run right now as I'm wont to do. And Colin's not
Skyrim run.
Well, if I wanted to learn more about your Skyrim runs, is there any place I could go
to learn more about my
to
Skyrim
learn more
runs?
about your Skyrim runs?
You can come right here.
Shit.
You can sit right here.
Are we in Jack's Skyrim corner?
I meant the podcast.
We're gonna be having the Dothraki. We're gonna be having the dwarves.
Yes,
we're gonna have
the High Elves are
coming.
We're getting the fucking Mages Guild.
We're getting the fucking Dothraki again. We're getting Aquaman in here.
So I've been playing Skyrim again, and it's still a good game.
I'm more meant to the podcast.
But we were talking
so
earlier.
If you like Skyrim, have you checked out Game of Thrones?
Yes, bro, I have actually.
Gotta watch Game of Thrones.
As we know, I've watched all 6 seasons.
Bro, how have you not watched Game of Thrones yet?
But I have. I'm telling you. Stop saying that.
You gotta watch it. It's crazy.
Shut up!
It's like they put stuff in it for adults.
Right.
It's like a fantasy show, but they put
Your
stuff
voice is getting louder.
for adults.
My ears.
The kids don't notice.
My soul is coming out.
And that's all the time we had for Jack's Skyrim Corner.
Wait! Turn off the music! Turn it off! No! Put those lights off! Oh, get those lights out of here! Get those lights off!
Carry me home.
So yeah, the theme song to Skyrim is All the Small Things. But
And it shows like Skyrim,
Yeah. Like what?
like sitcom style, like he's like in starring, you know.
The Dragon Ball.
Name and address withheld.
Sis.
God damn it! Fucking God damn it!
And
Who
like,
told you to do that?
like hands on the hips.
Fuck you and Mark Hamill.
It's just that once her name was said, it's like now it's open season.
Yeah.
I guess so.
You hear that? It's open season,
Name and address withheld.
baby.
I'm still a dumb nerd thing called action.
Dumb Nerd Nation, rise up! Address is
Name and address withheld.
address. Oh,
You should watch Sopranos. There's a lot of stuff in there for adults.
there's a lot of stuff for non-Italians. No,
Anybody rewatch Sopranos and realize there's a bunch of jokes in there for adults?
it's actually like a super dark show.
It's actually really fucked up. I used to think it was about a goofy show about Tony and the boys.
When you're young,
into goofs.
When you're young, you agree with Steven Universe, but when you get older, you realize The Sopranos makes more sense. Hold on, wait, what is it? Being young is thinking Steven Universe was right. Whatever the meme is. But yeah, again, that's...
Name and address withheld.
Fuck you for making me edit more. It's fixed in post.
You're gonna put like an Eric Cartman voice filter over Colin's voice.
My wife!
Oh my god. Yo, this guy doesn't miss! This guy's fucking red hot! He's red hot!
Please miss, just one time.
He is! My children are so hungry.
He's very sick. Please miss.
God, it's just like, you're like, so razor sharp.
yeah, wow.
Barbed, if you will.
Yeah, nice. Wow.
That's for you Star Wars 5e fans.
If you got off Twitch and then immediately like refreshed iTunes to buy the $1.99 podcast, that would have been a great through line for you.
Yeah. That would be.
You're in your floppy sweater era?
Yeah.
Colin's in his big sweater sleeves era.
Even though I have to like contort my arms to get this to.
Okay, what era are you gonna be manifesting?
Mesolithic.
The Mesolithic era? Okay. Alright. Anybody else?
I thought they would have done better than the South Park My Wife.
No, we're not meant to live long. We're
No.
gonna fix it in post podcast.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be too many, guys. Let me just say, there's not gonna be too many of these episodes left because something's gonna happen soon. That's gonna make having the show really hard.
I'm not saying 2022 was a long year, but Will Smith and Chris Rock slapped at the Oscars this year.
Yeah. 22 was a tough year, but 23 is my last year, so it's all good.
The grand finale.
Mm-hmm.
This is where you get the strength and the courage to pass on into the next life.
Yeah, I'll turn 20. I'm fully planning on being in the 27 club. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't. There you go. But I am fully planning on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's likely. Likely for...
I've got a mystery for you guys. You said earlier, what should our mystery
I have some
be?
sort of mystery.
Oh, are we doing my prompt now? We're doing my prompt.
I did your movie prompt
Get the
earlier.
fuck out.
That was not my prompt.
Mind prompt? that's
My prompt.
Is that's that book you were into in college? Yeah. You kept telling me my prompt.
That's really good.
Yeah. I kept saying, no, dude, I actually like care about other people. Like, imagine that. That's so rare these days, too.
No, but I'm gonna enter my diorama era. I'm gonna make a bunch of dioramas.
Diorama. Ooh. I can be into that. I like a diorama.
And the dioramas are gonna become more like normal.
Diorama?
And like I'm gonna make one of like I'm gonna make one of like your workplace, and it's gonna depict a scene that, and you'll be like, oh, that it's oddly specific, and it is like
I'll see a customer come in that like wearing the same outfit.
Yeah.
And I'll be frozen in time, like the boy on the Greg and Urn.
Yeah.
Like a boy.
So like it's gonna be great. My diaries are gonna start predicting the future.
Like a girl eating sperm. I was raised to be a failure for everyone. You know that song?
They're gonna just keep expanding until they take up my entire apartment, and the entire apartment becomes a diorama. And then, yeah.
Name and address withheld.
When you're fucked up, that's the real you.
Fuck you!
Did I get it right?
God damn it!
Did I get it right?
No, you didn't. That was not my right address, so I don't have to be there.
2023 Colin's gonna be in his docs era. He's gonna start just saying names and addresses at random times.
I'm gonna SWAT myself, but I'm gonna rent.
I'm gonna swap myself when you guys go to bed.
I'm gonna rent. I'm gonna go to an army surplus store and put us and get us a SWAT team.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I have a lot of.
Again, we're just worried about you.
Yes, I should be fine. You guys gotta stop changing colors, though.
I'm gonna rent a SWAT team uniform and I'm gonna SWAT myself. I'm gonna try and join them. As they file in, I'm gonna.
You can
I'm gonna like,
fine. Where'd you go?
Where's this guy?
Where'd they go? Oh, and you're like, I don't know. I'm just here the whole time. I've been a SWAT team member for 15 years. I have.
I'm wearing a very accurate SWAT team uniform, but then I have a big fake mustache on the front of the mask.
On the mask, yeah.
I'm not gonna puke.
That one took Colin out.
Took Colin out right there. One down.
All right, so our mystery movie. We got to first pick, I think.
A locale.
Locale time period.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
I don't think we should.
I'm gonna say a big ornate mansion.
Yeah, I don't think we should do a period piece necessarily.
I say a boat called the White Lotus.
Okay, well, a boat.
The SS White Lotus.
I don't know necessarily if there is a boat called the White Lotus in the White Lotus.
Margot Robbie's there and she's just topping me off.
Okay.
For like 30 minutes.
And the mystery is why she would ever do that?
It's like 30 minutes long, unbroken shot.
The mystery is how you could ever get dome from anybody?
No, the mystery is
Conversation and Hennessy. That's how.
Okay. The mystery is.
I thought you were saying
who's the biggest bitch of a streamer ever.
I thought you were saying conversation.
It's found out in the first 10 seconds.
And that was the title of our mystery movies. Conversation at Hennessy.
Oh.
At Hennessy Manor.
Yeah, Conversation at Hennessy Manor.
No.
Owned by Sean Diddy Combs.
On Bichon Diddy Combs.
Oh, Frenchman. The great French actor.
Okay, what if our mystery is set at an amusement park?
At a weed amusement
but there's
park.
no...
A weed amusement park. That's awesome. Keep it up. Keep it up. No, roll with it.
And
how high would we have to be to come up with that?
Okay. And nobody gets murdered. They just get like...
They get like, so high.
So high.
Oh,
they can't even ride any rides.
Bro.
It's set at a weed amusement park, but it's never like there's no part of the movie where anybody goes on a ride or like plays a carnival game.
Because they're just too high.
They're just there. They're just
letting life wash over them in like a veil. Yeah, something like that.
We could have the weed cups, like
the weed
cups.
cups.
The weed cups.
Oh, cups.
Yeah, walking around with the weed cops. It's people dressed as cops to make you paranoid. And there's also real cops.
And then a couple of them are real. A couple of them have the power of arrest.
And they all have they all have the license to kill. It's the opposite of Disney.
Anyone can take a life.
It's the opposite of Disney, where you're in Disney, nobody's not allowed to be declared dead.
No one's
in
ever
Disney.
really gone.
Wait, really?
Yeah. If you get your head chopped off in a Disney ride, they will call an EMT service to like come and like try and heal you and try and like resuscitate you as they're taking you off.
They're just like trying to tape your head back together.
Yeah, and they'll like
it keeps rolling down.
Put you in an ambulance, take you off like the property, and then
true?
declare you dead. I've heard this many times from many sources.
I think,
so it could be a fucking old wives' tale, but I don't know.
Every all the time I hear about like some new crazy ass law that like Walt Disney World specifically like invented for themselves.
I have heard lots of weird stuff.
And it's like, yeah, like it's like basically they're exempt from any sort of anything, and I'm just like, it's just.
I mean, that might be a policy.
Yeah, it's not like a law in the books, but it's their corporate policy.
It's so scary.
Yeah.
It's like universities. If you tell your like anybody that you're thinking about killing yourself, it's an automatic like expulsion because then they're liable. If they're not liable, but it's like bad. They want to be able to say you weren't in like. You
know what it is? They don't want to give your roommates straight A's.
Yeah,
it's true.
There's a whole movie about that. No. Like there's like a stoner comedy about I don't remember what it's called, but it's about that concept where a guy learns that
if your roommate kills
himself, so he starts trying to get his roommate to kill himself. Yeah, it's like those. What was the one we watched years ago? Like Sigma House or whatever.
Oh yes. Alpha House.
Alpha House. And it was like basically actually a softcore porno. Yeah.
We were like sitting there making fun of it, like, oh, the acting in this is so trite and jaded.
Yeah. Joke's on us. Oh, we went on to win an Oscar.
We were watching the fucking guy, like a girl goes down like this and the guy goes,
oh.
What does the guy do?
He makes the blowjob face.
Oh, yeah. He makes the blowjob face?
Yeah.
That guy who just won that Oscar for fucking everything all the time in my head, in my room, and like everything, like not stop, don't stop, it's not stopping, it's not stopping, it's not stopping. He just won that Oscar. It's like all of his like roles basically were just like, I just saw like all like it's like bit like a thing of like videos like bit parts like rolled back in like the 80s and shit. I'm like, man, the height of comedy for like people in the 1980s / like I don't know, like our parents' age around there is like really, really over the top like East Asian stereotype. Like they thought that was the funniest fucking shit anyone had ever done, and I'm like, what? I don't know. It just made me wonder. I'm like what made them think that specifically? It was like one of the last holdouts.
Well, I think probably Vietnam War.
I think too. Like I mean, like we were getting a lot more of like Asian stars over here, and like they were bringing like
East Asian people were starting to like become more of like a Asian, I don't know, they were like
over here
increasing in like prestige and shit. Yeah. So like I don't know if that was it, but I'm like, because like all of these classic movies like was it like Long Fuck Wong or whatever his name is,
Long Duck
Dong and 16 Candles, and like every movie had like a really wacky East Asian stereotype.
Is Short Round like
Short Round? Yeah.
Sure, though.
He's not particularly like Asian as a character.
No, he's just a kid. Yeah. He's just a kid.
But it's that guy, though, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah. That's him.
I do love Temple.
He's great in the movie.
Oh, he's great. No, he's an awesome actor.
Great.
I don't really remember Temple.
He's really great.
Well.
It's a lot of fun. It's very legitimately. It's very like twisted, like dark kind of movie.
Yeah, I saw it like not that long ago.
Everything all the time, all up in my face.
Temple of Doom.
Oh, word.
Which he's really good in all these things all the time.
You guys may not believe this, or maybe completely believe it. I've never seen any Indiana Jones movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I am so much surprised by that.
I know
the gist. I know the gist of like.
I mean, when you see the movie, you're not going to be like, "Whoa, I didn't." You'll be like, "Yeah, that's what I thought it was."
No, I'm sure.
They're good though.
No, I'd be down to watch them soon. But
yeah, I just rewatched Raiders, and I was like, "Yeah, this is
a lot." It's a good one.
Good shit. Didn't it help you come down off of a bad weed high?
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did. Yes, do you remember that? Do you remember how bad you felt then?
When we had those edibles that were definitely laced.
Yeah. Laced
with weed.
Yeah, because it was like every time I tried them 3 times, and each time I like halved the dose that I tried of them. and every time, like
we were high for like
people
9
were
hours.
it was like terrible.
And
That
Andrew
sucks.
showed up out of the blue.
Yeah.
That was not helpful.
That's hilarious. You just pop up anytime.
He showed up unannounced.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That
Bad
sucks.
time.
I think I also watched the Steven Universe episode.
I can definitely tell you, that would probably a huge contributor to why you don't like marijuana.
Actually, the same. I remember this. I took those same edibles with the same ex that has been quote tweeted by Mark Hamill, and she was like throwing up into the toilet, and she looked up at me and had this like crazy expression on her face, and
I remember this.
later on she told me, she's like, I looked at you and I saw the face of Jesus Christ. I thought you were Jesus.
That's crazy.
It was like, Jesus, what?
That's
the
not
hell
something
was in
that you experience.
You don't experience that. I've never like. It was.
You don't
crazy.
have to be a stoner to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've smoked a lot of weed in my time, and I've gotten pretty fucking high a lot. And you know, you get some weirdo ideas. Some things kind of pop to you. Like you start like thinking.
You're high.
Yeah, you're high. But it's like, there was only one time in college that I like hallucinated off of weed. And I thought like this guy was like running at me, but then I looked over and he wasn't there. And that was the only time that's ever happened. So I'm not like, I don't know. I don't think that shit happens, really. You have to really, really fucking...
I mean, also, like, that
shit.
can happen when you're sober.
Yeah.
You know, when you think someone's behind you and...
I mistake you for Jesus Christ, you know, most every day.
You do look Armenian.
Mm-hmm.
I was more shaggy back then. I had big old beard and
Oh,
big old
yeah.
hair.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, I remember that.
Yeah. Movies are a good come down tool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, watching movies high, listen to an album high, that's like what it's meant to do. You should really not do anything else high. You should just be sitting there consuming something.
I watched the Interstellar 5555555 Daft Punk. The movie that goes with
that's
Discovery.
a good one.
I watched that on
Good
acid,
one.
and it was awesome.
It is so good.
Yeah, I watched The Great Muppet Caper to come down from a
That's
mushroom.
nice.
It was not. It was like... It's possible that I could have, like, died. Like been the first person to succumb.
Succumb to mushrooms?
Not from the ill effects of drugs, like that, you know, drugs can't actually hurt you, but from like being too high.
Your system
you know?
just shut down.
Yeah, exactly.
You just hit it. You clip the audio and like hit the limit.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut down the computer.
Exactly.
First person to die from being too high. That's funny.
Yeah. That was awesome. And then it took me forever to fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Damn.
like in Twilight. Like I was like
This is so strange. I mean, I've had some bad high experiences too, but this is so like interesting to me.
drugs and me just don't get along.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Drugs
That's true.
free in '83.
One of the worst high experiences I had was I was in college and was on 420, and I was just kind of hanging with these like people that like I knew like would be smoking, but I like wasn't that big of friends with them. But we got really, really ripped, and I was just like kind of sitting there, just like vibing, and just kind of smiling, like silent. And then we ordered pizza, and I was like, "Damn, fuck yeah, this is awesome! We got pizza with breadsticks." And then you know like when you start to like an hour or so after you eat, and then you start to kind of like get like, oh shit, like that food poisoned me. Like you start to get like you know it's like a different from like just a stomach ache or something like that. You know it starts to sink into like your bones.
Got food poisoning?
Yeah, I got like hella food poisoning.
God.
I was like sick for like 2 days.
Jesus.
While I was like just stoned out of my mind, and it was just like around these people that I like wasn't like that good of friends with, and I was like I gotta go, and then I was just like puking, and then like just like swirl. Oh, it's not good. Yeah. Not even once.
That is not a fun feeling to have sober.
No, yeah, it's like
terrible.
it starts to like sink into like your bones and your skin and shit. You start to feel like actually like you have a fever. It's fucking nuts.
No, I yeah. I didn't know you had food poisoning.
I've had food poisoning many times. But yeah,
I had food poisoning from Subway.
So did I.
I'm pretty positive that
I was there when you.
Oh, I remember that. That was terrible.
We drove you to CVS.
Yeah, that
Oh my
sucked.
god.
I remember that.
I was fucking dying.
Yeah. No, I've been food poisoned more than once. One time, and twice on vacation, actually. Once I was in Oregon. We stopped at this place, this like seafood restaurant that gave me bad vibes because it was like visibly dirty on the walls. Like there was dirt on the walls, and I'm just like, I don't know, like that's just not great. And then everyone's like, oh, you're being too critical. Like you're such like a fucking little bitch. Like we hate you. Like, and I was like, and then
it cuts back to his mom being like, well, it's okay, like, we'll just go somewhere else.
no, like, and then, like, I wanted, like, oysters, because, like, oh, like, these are from, like, literally outside, like, the bay right there, and I'm like, okay, cool, that should be pretty good. And they're covered in dirt, like, they were not clean.
They're literally from right outside.
They were not clean, and I was like, yo, these are covered in dirt, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's because they're fresh. I'm like, that's, like, not how that goes, like, you have to clean them still. And then I got fucked up, and I was like, delirious for like 3 days, and everyone's like, oh, I guess you were right. Holy shit, it's like you know what you're talking about.
I gotta say, food poisons, it's bad. It's a bad name for it. Not to get all stand-up comedian on you, but it makes me think that like it was an intentional thing.
Like somebody poisoned,
somebody had to
poison.
Something
doesn't.
Something isn't poisoned. It was poisoned by someone.
Yeah.
As an intent to kill. And I feel like people don't often die of food poisoning. Or at least most of the time we're all sharing stories of us getting food poisoned.
Yeah.
We didn't get like E. coli.
It wasn't a near-death experience. You know?
Like mad cow disease.
Like I don't know.
I would love to get mad cow disease. Just see what that does to a person. Just like turns you into a mad cow. Oh, the bits would be great.
A mad cow, though, is a relatively sane human.